Hello, I'm here with Sonia from Cobra Spell. You're the guitar player in the band Cobra Spell, a team from the Netherlands.
That's
How
right.
did the adventure start for you?
So Cobra Spell was founded in 2019. I founded the band back then in the summer. Uh, just a moment.
Don't worry.
The band I founded it in 2019, and I wanted to start a band that I didn't see was present in the scene in that time, and it's a band inspired in the golden era of the 80s, so heavy metal, the glam, bands like David Lee Roth, Rat, Whitesnake. Those are the bands that kind of inspired me. Certainly Kiss, and yeah, this is kind of what started Cobra Spell. It started as a little side project, and from there, with the two EPs, it started growing and so on.
Yeah, your music really gives off 80s vibes. And for my father, who make the radio show,
Mm-hmm.
is the one who wrote the interview. Um, that is the best era for him. Um, if you're talking about metal music, my question is, who are your biggest influences? You said Kiss, David Lee Roth, but do you have other influence about guitar playing, maybe?
For sure. A big influence for me for my guitar playing is Sharpnel era, like Sharpnel label.
Yeah.
There was a label in the 80s that featured very, very shredding guitar players like Jason Becker, Paul Gilbert, and Tony McAlpine. Those are guitar players that I really look up to. Cacophony, Marty Freeman, and Jason together. All of this very super neoclassical, prestigious
Mm.
guitar players are the guitar players that I really listen to a lot and what inspires me. I personally have a huge passion for melody. This is something that I'm fascinated with. Like the melodies of the 80s are beautiful. There's so many interesting music from that time. And yeah, I think the guitar players from back then were really pushing the limits of the technical in the technical aspect of guitar playing, and that interests me.
Mm. And about new bands and new guitarists like Polyphia, those they influences you?
I have to be honest, I know them, but like their music, but I'm not really influenced by it. It doesn't speak to me. Since I consider them like amazing guitar players. I wouldn't
Mm.
say that they're fantastic. Like I've heard their music, I have to give it a try. But I don't know why. Just my style is more like from I really admire more 80s guitar players. I like their work more. It's more neoclassical sounding right now. It's very funky. I hear a
Mm.
lot of
Yeah.
funk vibes in the guitar playing. It's more rhythmic. It's going more towards the rhythmic side. Um, the style of playing is very different. Personally, I'm more into the old school way of guitar playing. I don't know.
Mm. Okay. Your first album is coming out on the 1st December under the title of 66. That is the number of the beast. Why did you choose this name? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. So I'm getting that question a lot. Obviously, the new album is called 666 for the reason that I believe that the album is very rebellious. It's a very it holds a very evil energy by itself, and it the songs can be a little bit rebellious because we're making certain statements, very loud statements, and um I wanted a very edgy title, a title that's kind of like um takes your attention.
Mm.
And I thought 666, it's a number that of course is binded to the devil. And the devil represents opposition, it represents rebellion. And I thought it was very fitting to use
Mm.
that number for the name of the album.
Yeah. You said that this album was made against sexism, and to protest for sexual liberties, and LGBT plus rights. Can you talk more about that?
That's right. So let me see how I can start this off. So personally, I believe that, you know, as women, we own our own bodies and we can express ourselves in the ways we want to. This, and I also believe in, um, how to say it, freedom of expression when it comes to sexual expression. I think um, we live already in a time that it shouldn't be a taboo to talk about sex. It's the thing that, you know, it's essential for life. I mean,
Yeah.
it's what causes life. I mean, it's something that it's very natural, but it holds such a negative energy, and especially for women. You know, when for women it holds such a um, it makes us look cheap when we're doing anything related that is more to like expressing ourselves more in a sexual way, for example, or being more sexy. Um, it can be translated as being cheap. It can be translated as being not serious or not business minded. And this is something that I don't understand, because it's different when a man does it. You know, look, this has been done for decades in the 80s,
Yeah.
band doing this too. And when it's a woman doing it, we're not taking that seriously. And this causes us to be more reserved in the way we look like in the business world. Do you know what I mean? Um, and why? Um, this is a mystery to me. And personally, I'm a huge fan of shock rock bands like, you know, Alice Cooper, Wasp. These are guys that really express themselves like outrageously. And myself, I want to be able to express myself in this way without getting the unfair judgment that is not true,
Mm.
because I damn well have a big passion for the music that I make, and I'm not doing it for sexual attention, or you know what I mean. So this album is for me kind of a scream of freedom, like a celebration of freedom
Mm.
of what I stand for. And um, for many people it will be misunderstood, especially because the problem is so present.
Yeah. I'm completely agree with you, and thank you for talking about that. Thank you so much. Can you speak about the video clip Sex? Um,
So in the video clip you can see Christina is looking around certain rooms, like she's opening doors. um, and this video, what is happening in there is she's opening the room of each member in the band, and each of us is representing um, our own um, kind of expression of sex. In this case, for example, for Noelle, it's something very romantic, and you can see her in a very romantic scene. As for me, it's something like very impressive, like, and something to me that's very impressive. I translate. It's kind
mm,
of funny that I translated with a car, but for me, such a car is like such an impressive, huge thing, and for me, it's something with a big value. You know, it holds a very big value, and I translated in that way. Of course, for the aesthetic also, you know, I'm really into the 80s aesthetic and 80s stuff, so I, you know, it's like a hidden message in there. But um and for example, for Ale, our drummer, it's very explosive, and you can see here she's gonna start exploding something. So this is what you can see in the music video, is the translation of that. And the song itself speaks about the deed. So
mm,
that's kind of the what the video is about. We recorded it in Berlin, Germany, with Video Inc.
mm, okay. Um, I saw the artwork and it's really good too. It have a really retro 80s look.
Mhm.
Can you speak about the making of this piece?
So the artwork is made by Isabella Stabil, which is an artist based in Italy. and she makes amazing artworks, like beautifully physical artwork. um I really loved her style because it really reminds me to the paintbrush style from the 80s, like the very like the very beautiful colorful artworks, very precise, very graphic. um I personally really like that kind of aesthetic, and I wanted to combine the old school 70s kind of like horror-esque but also um evil artworks with her style and make it very 80s. As for the theme, we wanted to go something that is edgy and evil and that represents the power of a woman, so women power. And in this case, we wanted to show a woman in control of the devil. She's so powerful, she's even in control of the devil, and she's possessed by the Cobra spell, and that's why the cobra is behind her. Yeah, it's very fantastic, of course. It's very like fantasy-ish. And yeah, we wanted to do something extremely like edgy, of course, because the
Mm.
album is 666, so it had to be very edgy and heavy metal.
Yeah. Can we expect a correct version of the album's brother, digital book?
So the album is released on the 1st December, and it's being released as a vinyl, a red vinyl, a black vinyl, a digi sleeve CD, and the red vinyls are limited, so these ones are going fast. And therefore, we also have a lot of very cool merchandise, and this very cool merchandise is available on our own shop. So everything
Mm.
that is physical, like physical music, is available in the Napalm Records shop, and everything that is t-shirts and stuff that you can wear, caps, is available in the Cobra Spell web shop, which is shop.cobraspell.com.
Mm. Have you planned to release tapes? Because tapes is so 80s, you know?
Would be awesome. Would have to talk about it with the label, but I mean, it would be very great.
Yeah. I will the first to I will buy it first.
Awesome.
So how did your writing process of the album went? Because if I'm not mistaken, you all live far away from each other's.
Well, right now, we are settled in Spain, excluding our guitar player Noelle. She lives in Berlin, Germany. We're all kind of around Spain, excluding Christina and I live very near from each other. We live in Barcelona. And yeah, the songwriting of 666 started around 1.5 years ago and is mainly on my hands. I've made all the compositions of the album, excluding one song, which was a little bit with help of Noelle, Love Crime.
Mm.
And then we have the lyrics section, which was also mainly on my hands. Uh, and some songs I did it with together with Christina and with Noelle. So I would say it was like mostly my work, but with the help of Christina and Noelle.
Can you speak about the glam metal style, glam metal clothes that you wear in life? Um, this is part of your show, or you just live in this with these clothes?
Personally, um, I think we all have our own kind of way of expressing ourselves on stage, and some of us even like Christina always wears makeup, something that I'm like, wow, I cannot every day. As you can see, I'm not wearing any makeup at all right now. But for me, it's like a transformation. Whenever I am playing with Cobra Spell, I transform to that Cobra Spell look. It's like a switch, and the thing that connects me from that person is like the Orozai. For me, is
Mm.
it's the thing that connects me with that person that is on stage. Um, I think for all of us, it's different, but mostly all of us in the normal days we are going like more casual. I am going here with a hoodie because it's cold, and on stage I am obviously having like a very cool 80s outfit.
Mm.
and that fits more the Cobra Spell aesthetic.
Okay. Um, are you going to defend the album on stage in some French festivals this summer?
We would love to. We're currently working on a European tour. We cannot announce anything yet, but we're definitely going to try to have something in France and hopefully a festival. Yes, for sure. Um, I recommend for all of the French listeners to really listen to a lot of Cobra Spell and spread the message, because we just played there once and it's like very recently, and we need to play there more. We need to reach our French fans. So yeah, hopefully, very hopefully.
I hope to. Maybe the north of France, because I live there, so I hope to see you there.
Mhm.
Um, can you tell me your last words for listeners?
Firstly, thank you for the ones that have been so supportive on the release of our first two singles, SEX, The Devil Inside of Me. These are the two singles that are out now. They're on YouTube. Um, yeah, so we're gonna release a third song very soon, day before the release of the album, and with a music video and everything. And yeah, we're very excited. We're planning a lot on next year, because that's when we're gonna be doing the shows of the release of the album. It's gonna be a very, very crazy stage performance. We're like, Cobra Spell is really a live band. It's not just like music online, but we
Mm.
really put a lot of time into our performance, and we're very excited on what's gonna be happening on that stage. So hopefully we come to France, and yeah, we really appreciate your support.
Thank you so much.